to the house. I'm so excited to show you around today and do a bit of a tour of what it's looking like just as we move in. We moved yesterday, but as you can probably tell throughout this tour, we have not moved all of our stuff yet. We stayed over on our first night last night. We had a little peek around under carpets and wallpapers, and it just feels like a bit of a dream. It doesn't feel real. I think I've put this on my Instagram and stuff, but I just feel like someone's gonna knock on the door any second and be like, this was a joke, right? You're probably dying for me to just stop talking and for us to take a look around. So without further ado, here's your little tour. Welcome to the living room. This is probably one of my favourite spaces in the house, but get ready for me to say that in every room. It's got this gorgeous bay window that looks out. It's got really high ceilings, which is something that I'm just so excited for. Right now it's got some interesting polystyrene tiles on the ceiling, but I'm very excited to kind of strip it all back and see what's underneath, what we're working with. This is also a bit of an eyesore. I think this is going to come out pretty quickly just because it goes into the room so deep. We're going to have so much more space when we get rid of this. We're going to keep the chimney breasts and everything like that. The layout of this house is really nice, and I think we're not actually doing very much renovation to it. I can imagine a sort of little TV unit either side, sofa over there, Christmas tree over here. All the important things. I've also already had a bit of a peek at what is underneath the carpet, and it is floorboards. And there was also some little newspapers from, get ready, 1980. Not super exciting, but you know, before we were born, so it's pretty cool. I just can't wait to see what other little secrets this house unveils. The other thing that we noticed, and I'll show you in the next rooms as well, but the doors look like they are just cladded with this kind of gross wooden stuff. Underneath, we think they are the original doors, or at least a lot older solid wooden doors that are absolutely beautiful. There's one up in the bedroom, which I'm excited to show you, and we think that's all of the doors in here, that they've just coated them. So all we need to do is rip everything apart and then get down to the beautiful wood. So yeah, just so excited. Let's go to the dining room. I'm just posing in my dining room. I hope this isn't too backlit, and it also feels a bit echoey in here, so I hope you can hear me okay. But this is the dining room, and we're going to have this as a dining room / Joe's workspace. So it's a nice tucked away space that he can have meetings in and do all his work, whilst also being a bit of a space that we can chop and change. I think this is one of the first rooms that we'll do because this wallpaper is pretty much peeling off as we speak. Again, I'll show you little peeks of what's underneath. There's not much actually. We think maybe it was painted once before. It's still hard to tell, obviously just literally we got in yesterday, but it's not like layers and layers of paint, which we thought it might be. There's this lovely window. A lot of the windows are a bit newer and bigger as well. So I absolutely love this space looking out into our little garden, or big garden as it is. There's a weird little window into the hallway that at first I was like, that's weird and I don't really like it, but it does actually give a lot of light into the hallway, so I don't mind it anymore. I think we're gonna work with it for now and see what we can do with it further down the line. There's not much more to say about this room. There's the chimney breast. Oh, I haven't turned the light on, that might help. I was like, oh, I hope I'm not backlit. Big difference that made, huh? There isn't much to say more in this room though. There's obviously this chimney breast, which again we're going to keep, and we might even we've got like a beautiful mantelpiece that doesn't have the fire or anything attached that we might put in here, and then our table will go here. Joe's desk, I reckon he might like over here. So that's our plans for the dining room. Let's go into the kitchen. bulb. That is an ugly light can't wait to just... Welcome to the kitchen. I feel like I'm pulling so many strange poses in this tour. One of the things we really wanted to find in a new house was a better kitchen and a bigger kitchen, and this is like perfect size, I think. It's nice and like galley style but quite wide, so I can be doing washing up here, Joe can be prepping food here. We're probably going to have a bit of a change up because at the moment the oven is over here, and I think we need to put in an extractor fan and put it kind of so that the oven and cooker is here and shoot it out the back. It's got more storage space than we've ever had, and I absolutely love this window. This window obviously looks out into our garden. I'm not going to show the garden today because, to be honest, it's not that nice weather, and also I think someone's having some kind of bonfire down the end of that garden, so I think just for privacy's sake I'll take you into the garden when there's a bit more stuff to show you, because right now it's just neighbours' houses. Yeah, it's such a beautiful garden. I am just still completely in awe that we've managed to find somewhere that's a 2-bed that has all of this space to it. It's just, it feels a little bit rare. And I can imagine in the summer we'll have this window open, have people out for a barbecue, pass drinks through the window. It's also got a little door out and another window back there into a bit more of like a courtyard bit with the bins. And it's just beautiful. Joe is such a good cook and he loves cooking and he deserves a nice kitchen. Obviously this is completely usable for now, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just live in it, and then we're going to think how we really want to design the space. That's something that I guess I should mention up front with you, is that this is going to take some time and I'm fully willing to put in that time and kind of take it slowly so that we get the best from this space and really design it around how we want to use it. But for now, I mean, it's really inoffensive. I actually don't mind these cupboards or anything. It's completely usable and fine. Obviously when we actually move in we'll have like the fridge and all of our appliances and stuff. At the moment it's super empty, but yeah, I absolutely love it. One of my favourite rooms in the house. Yeah, I told you I'd say that about every single room. Let's go upstairs to the bathroom. Let me tentatively sit on this anemic olive coloured bath. This is the bathroom. I don't think you can get it from this shot, but I'll have a little spin around. This is a big old bathroom. It needs some updating. It's got some ugly features, but again, I'm really not offended by anything in this house. I find it all quite charming, and it kind of adds to the kind of excitement of doing it up and making it our own. This colour of bathroom suite is something else. It's like maybe the ugliest colour that you can get. If it was just like a tad more green, it would be almost nice, but it's just not. It's just weird yellowy brown. But yeah, we're gonna live with it. Again, and all this stuff is probably on our low priority of things to get done. So we're going to live in this space, see what we really want. It's really great that there is a bath and a shower space. There's also this big cupboard for the water boiler that hopefully when we get rid of, this is all going to be usable space as well. So it's absolutely incredible amount of space for a bathroom really, especially in a 2-bed house. It's got 2 windows as well, which I absolutely love. One of my non-negotiable things was having a window in the bathroom, even just a little one. I love having fresh air running through a house, and one of the things I didn't consider about asking non-negotiable was carpet in the bathroom. These are carpet tiles, which are pretty grim, I'm not going to lie, but you know what? It's not too bad. It's not like I can't be in this room. It's not like I can't wash in this room. So they're staying for a little bit, and obviously we'll just try and replace them as soon as we can with probably just like a laminate thing for now, then to think how we're actually going to change the space up later down the line. But there's just so much potential here. I'm just so excited to see how this space evolves. I think out of all of the rooms, this is the one that's going to have the biggest changes to it, to the layout, and to how we kind of plumb stuff in, because there's just so much space to play with here and we want to make the most of it. Okay, let's go to the second bedroom, which is going to be my art studio. Just some curtains that Joe immediately ripped down, and half a bottle of Carver. Keep it classy, everyone. Welcome to my art studio. This is another really lovely sized room. I think it's actually pretty much the same floor print as the dining room downstairs. It's pretty much exactly below it. It's got this beautiful big window that I don't remember when we walked around. I thought it was quite a small window and I was being like, oh no, I can't get natural light. But actually it's been really overcast the whole time we've been in, and this is a lovely light room. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera because obviously I'm backlit right now, but this is going to be the first room that we tackle because obviously I want to set up my computer and my workspace as quickly as possible so that when we do move in, I've got somewhere to work. But that's just so exciting because it means we just get to kind of experiment in here. All the rooms look like they've pretty much been done up at the same time, and therefore what we find in this room is probably going to be similar to what we find in the rest of the rooms. The wallpaper we thought was coming off because of old plaster, but actually we think it's just bad wallpaper that's kind of unstuck. So actually this room might not be as much work as we thought it was. I feel like that's famous last words because we don't know what's underneath these polystyrene tiles. I want to have fun in this room. I want to play around with lots of fun furniture and colours, but I think for the walls they're just going to be white, especially to begin with, just whilst I create the space. I'm hoping to have a custom built, although I have no idea if this is too ambitious, a custom built desk all the way across this wall so that I can have my computer in this corner so that it's out of direct sunlight, and then like a lovely painting space here, and then drawing space and all my actual art materials so that I can have a place to kind of look out into the garden, so that I have a little bit of a work and play ends of my desk. I know that sounds a bit over the top, but I just feel really grateful that I have this space. It'll also be a good place if Joe does want to work here on his laptop, that he'll have like the end of a desk as well. We're also probably going to have a sofa bed in here, somewhere for guests to stay, so this will be a bit of a multifunctional room, but for most part it will be my art studio, which I'm just I might have a bit of a cry about it. I walked to a little coffee place today and I had a little tear in my eye because I just feel so grateful and lucky that I get to be here. Anyway, we've not finished with the tour yet. I'll save that stuff for another time, but let's go to the bedroom, the final room. You'll never guess, it's actually one of my favourites in the whole house. It's absolutely huge. Welcome to the bedroom. This is the biggest room in the house. It's got the high ceilings again. It's got these two gorgeous windows. It's got all these lovely features as well with wood that's just bare wood. Like no one's painted on it before. I don't know how old it is. It all obviously is in keeping with the Victorian style, but it all looks really quite fresh. I still think we're probably going to paint it just like a neutral white or something, because I think it is still a bit orangey, and I think once the orange wallpaper goes, that'll be even more noticeable. We've obviously got a fireplace. It's the only fireplace in the house that isn't boarded up. This is still a bit weird with the MDF, but again, we can take it all apart, see what's underneath there, hopefully re-centre the fireplace as well. But yeah, we can have a look under there, see what's going on, and hopefully keep it open, at least for like a feature. The light in here is beautiful. It's got a really nice big door that goes out into the hallway. This is the door that I was talking about as well. So this is the design that hopefully all of the doors in the house have once we rip apart the cladding on the top. So I think it's beautiful. It even has potential to like put in the other old door handles, because the door handles in the whole house are very high up. I'm not actually sure why. I actually quite like the look of the strip door like that. I know that's the pretentious art student inside of me, but yeah, that means I'm just happy to have it for however long. It's not a priority. I'm not like offended by this door. And it means that eventually we'll be able to really sand them and look after them and paint them some really fun colours, which I'm just looking forward to doing so much. Colours! Getting to pick colours in a house is so exciting. Obviously I couldn't do this without my lovely partner Joe, and I'm so excited for both of us to put our stamp on this and really make it into somewhere that feels both of ours. I think next I want to be making some videos that are a little bit more about what I'm envisaging for the space, which might be a little bit ahead of myself because I think there's going to be a lot to do, but I want to share my Pinterest with everyone, so watch out for those videos. There is obviously just so much still to do before we even get to the part of decorating or putting our own furniture in. I haven't mentioned it this whole time, but there are no radiators in this house. Stella was just using electric heating for the whole house, and so we've got to put in completely new radiators, central heating and everything. That's going to kind of be the first thing, and electrics as well needs to be properly looked into and figured out, because that Wilson Gromit meter is playing in my mind constantly. But I'm hoping to be able to splice in some little creative projects that I have in my mind whilst we get all of the other stuff, you know, the putting in radiator part. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing around this little house. There's lots more to come. Don't forget to subscribe, and also I've got an Instagram that's called welcomemat.margate. That is the Instagram for this house stuff. Obviously you can follow me there. I've got social media stuff that I'll just put it below if you're interested in looking at more of my art stuff to get an idea of the kind of things I might be putting in my house. So yeah, feel free to follow me on whatever things you'd like, and that's it. Thank you for watching and take care. I'll see you